Now, let's start the last exercise of deploying the jar package to report simulation data. The process consists of 3 steps. Run the jar package that can generate simulation data. Configure the DIES agent in the cluster. And start the agent to collect data. In actual service systems, data is input in real time. To simulate the real-time data input status, read historical data and write it to another file in sequence by using the thread sleep mode. The related implementation code has been compiled. You only need to upload and run the code jar package AIoT_data. jar. Create a folder named as item data to store the jar package. Use WinSCP to upload the jar package to the item data directory created on the ECS. Check in PuTTY, exe. Create a folder to store the data generated during the running of the jar package. Run the code mkdir, item data output. Run the Java jar AIoT_data, jar, output item, John command. To specify the output path and the item, John file, and run the jar package. To check whether the jar program is running properly, open a new PuTTY window. Right-click in the status bar, and choose Duplicate Session from the shortcut menu. In the displayed window, enter the username and password. Run the JPS command. To stop the jar package process, press Ctrl+C in the PuTTY window where the jar package is running. Ensure that the system has been running for about 1.5 hours. Next, configure the DIES agent. To deploy the DIES agent on an ECS cluster, configure the agent based on the AK, SK, and region of the HOV Cloud account. After the agent is started, the connection is set up and data in the monitored folders in the cluster can be transmitted to DIES. Download the DIES agent. Log into the HOV Cloud DIES console. In the navigation tree on the left, choose Using DIES is more than DIES agent. On the right part of the console, Select Obtaining DIE's Agent package under Helpful Links. Download DIE's Agent 1.2. 1. Zip SH256 SUM from the DIE's client directory. After the download is completed, upload the file to the target directory on the ECS. After the upload is successful, run the decompression command to decompress the package. Check the decompression result. Next, obtain the parameters required for configuring DIE's agent and configure them. The configuration file requires the AKSK of the corresponding stream and the project ID of the account. You need to query them in credentials of the HOV Cloud account. The AK and SK have been configured in Precious Step. Now log into the Management Console. Mouse over the user account in the upper right corner. And choose My Credentials. The project ID corresponding to the CN North 4 project. In the CN North Beijing 4 region is the project ID. Access the DIE's console. Choose Stream Management. And record the name of the created stream. Then modify the agent email configuration file of the client based on the parameters. Start PuTTY and go to the conf directory. Edit the configuration file. Press I to enter the editing mode and modify the information as follows. Note that a space is required after the colon when you insert the information. Change the region and endpoint according to the project to which your account belongs. Copy the AK, SK, and project ID obtained in the previous step. Change the die's stream name and the path of the file to be monitored. The path is the input path of the data generated by the jar package created in the preceding step. Press ESC to exit the editing mode. Enter code WQ. And press Enter to save the settings and exit. The agent configuration is completed. The following describes how to start the die's agent. Return to the bin directory. Run the following command. A message is displayed indicating that the die's agent is started successfully. To stop the process, run the following command. Step 5. Check the data flows. You can check the process with command JPS. You can check in die's console and OBS console. The last step, sync from OBS in Model Arts. If HOV cloud services are not shut down or resources are not deleted in a timely manner during the idle period of the experiment, fees will be lost. We will not delete the resources before the end of all training camp experiments, only need to shut down the ECS cluster to reduce costs. Access the ECS console to stop the ECS you would not use for a while.